and professional, and see if he can carry over here tonight, Michael, against this Philly team.
Well, and you don't treat the 76ers any different than you would treat, the Washington Wizards.
Missed the last 10 games, hasn't played since that game against Washington. As Jalen Williams knifing through that Sixers defense here for Philly, getting a one-year deal. The Thunder, in terms of SGA, and Dort know him well from his time with France basketball. There's a nice play, setting it up. Oubre had his pocket picked. Nice play by Cason Wallace. Wallace one-on-one with the veteran Gordon, takes it all the way, and Cason Wallace able to use that little sidestep for the layup. Just continues to play that Cason Wallace defense. SGA maneuvering from behind the backboard. He has had a series of those, a couple on this road trip. Maxey averaging over 25 points per game. That is really hard to make up. As SGA leans in, he got below the free throw line. A little off-balance shot. Off the switch. Wants to go to work on Council. Wide open shooter. It's Dort from the outside, and Lou Dort with a layup line three.
Come on, you call timeout. You can't throw it into the backcourt coming out of that timeout. Shea will get inside. But Chet Holmgren is missing. A.J. Mitchell is missing also. And, just credit that to the players stepping up. We talked about one.
And doing it depleted is Oubre, got denied. Great block, meeting him at the top. There was J-Dub.
That's great off-ball help. Look what it leads to at the hands of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Something that they have done the last 2 games. This time they'll go up top. Cason Wallace that time. Spot. Nobody wants to be the weak link on what is the #1 defense in the NBA. You see plays like that. That's from Jay Will. That would have made him 3 for 3 from deep. And there is SGA getting his paws up there with the deflection. J-Dub trying to keep it from going out of bounds. Sends it up the floor, and SGA. There is just no chill whatsoever for this team, no matter who they're playing on any given night. SGA once again knifing through the Sixers defense. Jay Will, wide open look. A little too much heat on that one. You can see it was going to be strong. Dort, though, not giving up on the rebound attempt. It's SGA. His second effort three is good.
Sixers right now just trying to get any kind of offense started by any means necessary.
And look at that ball movement set up. Jay Will have a major talent deficiency in this game. As Isaiah Joe's three is no good. It comes right back to Wiggins. Take 2 on the three. He's not going to miss a second time. Nick Nurse going deep into his roster tonight. Caruso, sideline three, and that one goes down. Any of those league leaders surprise you, Mike?
No. Yeah, I tell you what, Dyson Daniels. He's just coming over from, the Pelicans. He's leading the NBA. 3 steals. That's a big number.
That's a huge number. That's nightly as Wiggins slashing his way to the cup. Didn't need any help that time. And the Sixers, after trailing by 21 in the first quarter, showing a little fight here in the early minutes of the second. Other offense has gone arid. Tough fadeaway. Jalen Williams on the fadeaway. J-Dub already into double digits with those 10 points. Seems like every possession here for Philly is late in the shot clock. That time Caruso. You're going to feel that push in the back every single time.
Absolutely. Someone that big about this. Nice little backdoor cut. Oldest play in the books. Worked at all levels, folks.
And a lot of speed coming down the other way. My goodness. Council did everything but finish, and it leads to Dort on the other end.
Yes, the building blocks are pretty good. And finally, he says, look, the option for him to pass the basketball. He had nowhere to pass it to. Wow.
I'm going to give that an and one to SGA. We'll see.
Draw and kick out the shooters.
So far, the Thunder have had some success with that. Oubre, good defense. Hartenstein.
Dort appears to be okay, but how about SGA, man? Just coming over the top. Almost like a defensive back in football. It goes coast to coast.
Well, they just got a rebound there with Hartenstein off the Reggie Jackson miss. As the Thunder really jumped out on Philly early. Cason Wallace Philly back the other way. SGA waiting for it and got a hand on it right in the passing lane.
That's why he's second in the NBA in steals, folks.
And then he just bowls his way right to the rim. Then Philly's best offensive player on a night where they really need it. Without all their main guys, as J-Dub took a little bit of a bump there from Councils. That's the kind of player that he's been. Only played 1 year with Denver, but he's bounced around the league a ton. Shea, the pass, Hartenstein. Caught
as he was kind of stumbling.
Always has an outlet. Every single time he has the ball in his hands, and that time just using his size and his skill. Played plenty. Not like it's one of his first games, but in the start, J-Dub could have gone into that turnaround shot. Instead, he sets it up for a teammate. It's Cason Wallace ripping the cords from deep. Now the Sixers are staying aggressive. They've had some opportunities. That time, what do we say? He can go right hand, he can go left hand, either way. Gotta credit the Sixers team, Michael, they're not going away. J-Dub, there's been so many plays like that.
Gets both of those mitts on it. He's going to be the one he's going to make. Man, so just saying, how about Shea digging that out? And look what it creates.
Edwards threes, Downs had it going here. 19 down to 11. SGA down the lane, and that is just too much. This mastery of the game from SGA. Gordon wiggles inside, had a block on the backside by Caruso, and then he get the foul underneath. And put the ball in the hands of SGA. Edwards. Jay Will off the catch. Now the Sele bid, and that allows him to drive in and show the skill.
Man, what a tough finish.
There's a nice steal. Caruso got the hand in there. Joe gets ahead of the pack, and Joe's going to put it down. Got him back in it. Caruso finds an open man. There's a cut across the baseline. It is Wiggins. In a game that, Michael, really the Thunder had led by double digits, what seems like in its entirety, until just the last moments of that third quarter.
Yeah, nice little slip there that time over for the 76ers. They made some tough shots.
Wallace, was that a pass or a shot? It went in. Notching rebounds in this fourth quarter. J-Dub got it right back from Kenrich. Fires up the three. Jalen Williams finally gives OKC a three ball. Three-point advantage so far lies with Philly. Wallace already in double digits. Unselfish pass sets up Hartenstein. Allen Iverson get back out on the floor. One game. Just a little throwback action. There's a turnover coming out of a Philly timeout.
I got hit with a bunch of, whistles.
Not very objective. That doesn't sound very objective to me. J-Dub floats it up and in. Decided to keep it himself. He had options on the play.
He's one of those guys who's a scorer by nature.
Cason Wallace off the deck went right at Nance. He scores. It's jersey number 3. Retired here inside Wells Fargo Center. And Isaiah Joe, the former Sixer, averaging a double-double on the season. Sets the screen for SGA, snaps that pass cross court, and Cason Wallace's strong offensive night.
Well, that's why a lot of times, you don't ever play a team's record. You play what they're capable of doing.
Two best records in the NBA.
Yeah, both teams have lost since then. The Thunder lost to the Cavs. The Cavs lost the other night at home to the Pacers.
Something to be said, though, about playing a team like Cleveland. You get to play them in such a short amount of time twice after that loss, as opposed to going a couple of months. As Carlson, not much to cheer about, and that is a testament to SGA, the kind of night that he had. And once again, the Thunder controlling the majority of this game from the opening tip. Another wire-to-wire victory. That's the 4th of the season. And they do it here against the Philadelphia 76ers to rack up another victory and another 30-point night for SGA, as he was the Thunder's leading scorer with 32.
And he did it with the ground attack tonight with those 62 points in the paint. and the efficiency of those 32 assists